Today marked the wedding day, a celebration held at the same sacred place where Ghana had vowed to marry Mordred and Medusa. The venue was filled with attendees, though a few close individuals, such as Ilya and the honeymooning Soichiro and Medea, couldn't be present. Ghana stood patiently at the altar, eagerly awaiting the arrival of his bride. Ono, a witty presence, couldn't resist making a light-hearted comment.
You know, when I joked about adding another woman and contacting me, I didn't expect you to take it seriously. You're turning into quite the overachiever. I know, it just... Oh come on, don't make me look like an asshole. You are a bit of an asshole, but a good kind of asshole. When you put it that way, it sounds like you've somehow... Never mind. Show some respect, I'm still a Japanese official. My apologies. By the way, why gather these servants as your wives? It wasn't intentional. Come on, trust me. Alright, I trust you.
Before long, Altria gracefully walked down the aisle. The attendees rose to their feet, their eyes fixed on the radiant Altria. Mordred and Medusa followed closely behind her, and Ghana couldn't help but feel a profound sense of admiration.
You look absolutely stunning. I appreciate the compliment, but I'm old and married. I'm not talking to you.
Ghana sighed as Ono attempted to inject humor into this momentous occasion. Altria took her place beside Ghana, their eyes locking in a meaningful gaze. Mordred and Medusa stood proudly a bit far from Altria.
Today, we gather here to witness a civil marriage, again, between Ghana Irwansha and Altria Pendragon.
Wait, Altria? Who's Altria? It's Saber. Her name is Artoria, right?
Altria, Artoria, Arthur. What's a name? It's just a label. What truly matters is the person.
Sakura and Rin exchanged incredulous glances.
What? Hush, the ceremony is about to begin. Before we make this official, I'll ask, Ghana Irwansha, do you take Altria Pendragon to be your lawfully wedded spouse? I do. Altria Pendragon, do you take Ghana Irwansha to be your lawfully wedded spouse?
I do.
Ghana, you know the drill.
Ghana opened a small box, revealing a ring. With care, he slid the ring onto Altria's finger. As Ghana already wore a ring, Altria didn't reciprocate with another. Instead, she tightly held his right hand with her left.
Alright, let's sign the papers.
Ghana and Altria signed the official document.
By the authority vested in me by the laws of Japan, I now pronounce you, Ghana Irwansha and Altria Pendragon, to be legally married. You may now kiss your bride.
Ghana, can I say something first?
Yes, Altria.
Ghana, our meeting may have been brief, but when you chose me over your dream, I felt admiration. After sharing with Medusa and Mordred, that admiration transformed into a genuine attraction towards you. It has been a long journey for me, a very long dream. I refuse to cling to fate. Where we stand now is not fate. It is my choice, my free will, my own desire to love you, my own need to be with you. Ghana, I love you. You may not be my first love, but you will undoubtedly be my last.
I love you too, Altria. Thank you for choosing me, for believing in me. I have no regrets about putting aside my dream, for that choice has brought us to where we are today. I am grateful, Altria.
This time, Ghana planted a passionate kiss on Altria's lips. The intensity of the moment swept them away, and Altria rose on her tiptoes, pressing a bit closer to Ghana. A minute already passed, but their lips still kissing. Mordred pretended to cough to give them a signal to stop.
Ahem. Ovuk.
Despite Mordred's intervention, Altria continued kissing her husband, even pulling him closer. Observing this intensity, Mordred finally spoke up.
Oh, come on. Get a room, you two.
Lost in the magic of the moment, they broke the kiss when Mordred started yelling at both of them, afraid the kiss might linger a bit too long. The crowd erupted in congratulations for Ghana and Altria. The newlyweds, feeling a bit awkward, shared a dance. They clung to each other, swaying gently from side to side, creating an endearing and intimate moment on the dance floor.
Is that even considered dancing? It's like the worst dance move ever. Can't believe my little brother has 3 wives now. Well, what can you do? He's just incapable of turning down women. I wonder who's next in line. No, there's no next. 3 is already too many. Ha ha ha, are we expecting a 4th applicant to send a CV to my little brother? Lancer? That's it, you're asking for a rematch. I'd never want that. Why would I want to be his wife? I'm not that desperate, master.
Ghana and Altria share a glance.
I apologize. I'm not skilled at dancing.
Yeah, me neither.
The wedding celebration continues into the afternoon. Ghana, Mordred, Medusa, and Altria return home. Mordred sprawls herself on the couch, one leg nonchalantly lifted over the back of the couch. Medusa prepares for a bath while Altria takes a seat at the dining table. Ghana sits next to her.
Ghana, what does my name mean? Altria?
It means the third. I took al from the Arabic word, often used as a definite article like d in English. Tria is from Greek, meaning 3. Thus, combining them, it becomes Altria, meaning the third. In Japanese, it will still pronounced as Artoria, preserving your past while carving a new future.
I see. The third. It suits me as I am now. And I'm glad it comes from you. Mordred, want to join me for a bath? Huh? Why the hell are you inviting me?
Medusa signals Mordred, casting a subtle look at Ghana, indicating that Ghana and Altria might appreciate some alone time.
Oh, right. Time to fondle those breasts.
Mordred heads to the bathroom.
Is that common?
Unfortunately, yes. Medusa tends to be our primary target.
Altria strolls towards the bedroom, glancing back.
Husband. Joining me?
Yes. I'm coming.
Ghana and Altria step into the bedroom. Altria gracefully shed her dress, allowing it to cascade to the floor. She stood before Ghana, completely naked from head to toe. Ghana realizes that Altria didn't wear any underwear while wearing that wedding gown. Ghana's eyes widened, though he made a conscious effort to maintain respectfulness. A delicate blush graced Altria's cheeks, adding a touch of vulnerability to the moment.
Ghana, I want to be completely honest with you. I've never blushed like this before. Yet, right now, in front of you, it's different. I feel a sense of shyness, a feeling of being truly desired.
Ghana gently hugs Altria. Altria's body went warmer than before. Altria pulls her hair down, she embraces Ghana.
Altria.
Altria assists Ghana in removing his clothes. She gracefully positions herself on her knees.
Altria, what are you doing?
Altria is in front of Ghana's hips. She inhales the warm, slightly damp and musk scent of her husband's private part. Somehow, to Altria, the smell is alluring her to open her mouth. But she wanted to show respect by kissing his private part right on the tip several times, savoring the intimate connection. With a gentle touch, she employs her hand to caress and squeeze a little bit. Her hand moves gently forward and backward. After it is hard enough, she puts it inside of her mouth. She carefully avoided any contact with her teeth. Altria guides using her tongue to tenderly explore. Slowly and surely, she pushes gently her husband's private part with her tongue to her palate. Ghana finds himself in uncharted territory, his thoughts scattered. This is an entirely novel experience for him. A first. Neither Mordred nor Medusa ventured this far before. Altria took a bolder step, enveloping his private part within her mouth until the tip reached the back of her throat. In Ghana's first foray into oral sex, a thrill of panic and excitement danced through him. Unsure of the boundaries, he quickly tries to remember if this act is permissible in his faith. He then remembers that foreplay is permissible as long as it is not involved anal. His knees weakened as Altria skillfully and sensually explored his private part with her tongue. Altria maintains eye contact with her husband, her hands delicately preparing herself for their next intimate connection. With a gentle touch, she uses her fingers to explore her own private part, taking care not to overstimulate. Despite her private part already being wet, she deems it essential that the arousal matches her desire. Her desire is for her husband's private part to easily slide into her. Despite Gana's efforts to resist, Altria senses a subtle release, a warmth with a hint of saltiness liquid filling her mouth. She withdraws slowly, placing a tender kiss on the tip before guiding her husband to the bed.
Altria.
Hush, husband. Allow me.
Altria delicately takes hold of her husband's private part, applying gentle pressure. She gracefully positions herself, spreads her legs, and guides her husband to her most intimate place. With a subtle, rhythmic motion, she moves her hand back and forth. Gana, atop Altria, eases himself inside her. His private part smoothly glides into Altria's private part, who attempts to maintain her composure but succumbs, emitting her first moan of delight. Close in proximity, Gana and Altria's faces almost touch, their lips lingering but not quite meeting. Instead, they exchange breaths, a subtle intimacy that transcends a simple kiss. Wrapping her arm around Gana's neck, Altria doesn't sense a surge of lust but rather a profound feeling of love. Each stroke and pull her husband makes feels like a tribute, glorifying and honoring her. She feels cherished and safe. Gana moves his hips deliberately slowly, and Altria matches the rhythm with her own movements, savoring their sensual, intimate connection.
I am grateful to have you as my husband, Gana.
I am also grateful to have you as my wife, Altria.
One of your wives.
They exchanged smiles before finally sharing a kiss, their hips continuing their rhythmic movement without any indication of slowing down. The intimacy is so sensual that Altria can't help to relieve it first, yet she persists, kissing her husband while maintaining the synchronized motion of their hips. Amidst their passionate kissing, Altria senses a warm liquid filling her down there, cascading down to her thigh. Despite that, they still continue, but in the end, they gradually cease the movement of their hips, and the kisses come to a halt. Gana's private part is still nestled inside Altria, and their lips are still touching. He drifts into slumber on top of Altria. She remains still, tenderly caressing her husband's back as she, too, endeavors to find sleep. Altria found herself shrouded in darkness, her eyes fixating on a woman. Drawing nearer, she recognized the woman as herself, another Altria, the one who walked alongside Ciro in that otherworldly realm.
You are. You? I need to know. Who are you? Are you a future version of me? No, I'm not your future self. Nor am I Artoria Pendragon from another world. Then, who are you? I am the embodiment of the dreams of Artoria who perished after aiding Ciro. So what I'm feeling is... Precisely. It's all you, a singular being traversing multiple worlds. Whether when you confessing to Ciro, aiding Rin in destroying the Holy Grail, succumbing to corruption, being killed by Gana with his scroll. And even now, you married to him. It is all you. Then, the Ciro I met in that realm is also a manifestation of his dream? A small part of his soul and dream. But, you are real, from the very beginning. You were alive from the moment of your birth until now. So Gana was right. I'm grateful to know all of this. Do you love your husband? I do. I love him with everything that I have. Then, don't harbor regrets. Don't repeat the same mistakes you made in leading your kingdom. I won't. I'll cherish every moment with him, ensuring I have no regrets about the future. Have a good life. Myself. Thank you. Myself.
Mad because I'm messing with your plan, huh?
Suddenly, a familiar voice interrupts Merlin.
Yo, Merlin.
Oya, is it okay for you to step out from your throne?
You forgot that this is just my projection, not real.
Seems pretty real to me. With that unlimited mana, creating a perfect projection is child's play, huh?
Thanks for agreeing with my plan.
I see the benefit for Artoria, so I think, why not? Plus, I get to witness her more intense journey.
You intentionally created a dream world with one of the embodiments of Artoria's dream, then lured part of Ciro's soul and wished your dream world.
No big deal.
To fulfill the second phrase of the scroll, ensuring Artoria lands in your dream world.
Without that, I couldn't have met Artoria and sent her back to Earth. Then, I left to the dice of fate to guide her to him.
How's your dream world holding up?
About to dim.
I see. Thanks, though. Artoria is the last anchor for his sanity. Based on my calculation, my husband wouldn't be able to handle the truth of his origin. Without her, he'd go insane. Saber and Medusa alone wouldn't be enough.
Seems like they're made for each other across different times. So, about my deal?
Relax, your time will come. When Lancer is at full power and able to handle 4 of the Rangomanyat, I will cue Ghana to use it. But for now, she needs to conserve mana for the impending confrontation.
The Chaldean people?
Yeah, they've made their moves.
How did you know about their plan?
All versions of Mordred connected to me, and I can witness their memories or become them directly. Chaldea's Mordred learned about the next mission of Chaldea's master. That's how I know.
So convenient. What about the other 4 worlds?
3 already converging with Ghana's current world.
Including his original world?
Yep, the last 2 existing worlds are his current world and the one where he doesn't exist.
Ah, the world where Ciro and Rin are studying at the clock tower. Will that undergo convergence too?
Nope, they keep drifting apart. Ghana's original world, the corrupted Sakura world, and the world where Artoria confessing her love to Ciro, all 3 have already converged with the current world.
Ha ha ha, massive deja vu for everyone. Can't wait to be free. And what about that one?
It won't be a problem. For now, I hope.
Iudex Dominus and Merlin look at the sky. The one looking down at them from hell is Bahamut, one of hell's generals, a dragon, the first of its kind, and the first civilization that clashes with the angels.
Intervene again, and I'll pull your entire world to Jahannam.